Many people are worried about the AI takeover, artificial intelligence and neural networks ruling the world. Personally, I just want to make sure that when they do take over, they have a good taste in music. You've heard of goth music, you've heard of goth people, but now get ready for goth robots. I needed some data, but I had a plan. John Miller created a Python client for the Genius.com API, which we can install and use, so I don't actually have to write my own code, but can get access to Genius.com's large database of music. I wrote a quick script that takes in a list of artists and then grabs their top 20 most popular song lyrics and dumps it all into a file together. I also put in some lines to remove the square brackets that describe the transitions between the song's verses and the song's choruses, and some extra lines to remove some white space so that it would all get processed as one big group of lyrics. Then, with my lyrics assembled, I was ready to assemble the Trad Goth HAL 9000.
Oh my god, I've created a depressed robot.
To live a good life, no matter what people think, even if it means living in pain. I'd rather die in my sleep, but now I have to wake up again, and I'm still living. You are alone in heaven. We always wanted to go back, but life was hard. It was always hard to live. I'm sorry, I've got to go. It's just a dream, and it's so lonely. Anxiety is turning away even my most hardened defenders, Jesus Christ. This one's my personal favourite. I lost my sense of self-worth because I remained motionless. No, I didn't give a damn. Oh, there was always the danger of that betrayal. Now that we know that the system works, I suggest we have a little bit of fun. So I've created a list of Mewcore artists, and I'm going to make the ultimate Mewcore lyrics.
Neutral Milk Hotel, Radiohead, My Bloody Valentine, Animal Collective, Talking Heads, Blink, King Crimson, God's Goofy, Black Emperor, Kanye West, Death Grips, American Football, Captain Beefheart, Swans, The Beach Boys, Velvet Underground, Adlibs, and Had a Nice Life!
I just ran the script and realised that we're still getting the top songs for that artist. So we're getting Kanye West's Creep and Radiohead's You're Such a Fucking Hoe, I Love It. So we're going to make a quick edit to the script and then I'll see you in a moment. So as well as Artist Grab, which is the same as before, I've made a new one called Song Grab, which is heavily inspired by Artist Grab. In Song Grab, there's a text file which has an artist value given by the character hash, and then every line after that it will assume it's a song title and we'll try and grab that from Genius. If the song doesn't exist, the program will crash, which is a very nice feature. The song list looks like this, so you can see Neutral Milk Hotel, then those songs, Beach Boys, then those songs, My Bloody Valentine, and then so on. You get the picture. I've shown you the picture. You understand the picture. We're ready to move on. Alright, we've got the terminal in full screen, so we look like a hacker, but we've got a nice background, so I don't look like too much of a hacker. I want you to work, bitch! Oh. Of course, I was using TensorFlow when really I should have been using TensorFlow 1.13.2. Fucking idiot that I am. Is this good? It's running. Yeah, bitch! Ha! Bitch! Gotcha!
2 heures plus tard.
2 heures plus tard. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I've learnt a lesson from this little Mewcore experiment. The bad news is that lesson is don't put a bunch of unrelated crap into the blender or you'll get fucking gibberish. You know there's nothing there. What's the meaning? Just keep smiling. We've got some great friends up at the bar. We're talking cool. So drink some milk.
He needs some milk.
I love it when you take off your shoes and then you put your head back on the floor. You know what you see, huh? You get up, you watch a little TV.
You think about how my words were wrong. You take off your shoes, toss them around. You look at me so curious. You take off your shoes, flip them over. It seems that I've accidentally created the script for the next Quentin Tarantino movie.
Bazinga!
There comes a time in a man's life where he just has to say, fuck it. Eminem on Ram Ranch. For those of you not lucky enough to be aware of Grant Macdonald's Ram Ranch, it is a homoerotic, Homeric masterpiece following the Ram Ranch cowboys as they suck and fuck hard cowboy cock through many adventures. In episode 7 of Ram Ranch 7, US Marines pull up in Toyota Raptors to Ram Ranch. Ram Ranch becomes under siege by US Marines, and the US Marines, they want to fuck cowboy butts. So, the US Marines, they also want to fuck Prince Harry's butt. And this song goes on for like 8 minutes. So the idea I had was like, I'll mix the lyrics of that with Eminem, see what happens. Alright, we're not fucking around this time. Let's get Eminem Ranch on the go.
Yeah, 28 US Marines pulling up in black Ford Raptor trucks, helicopters landing. Ram Ranch is under siege, under lockdown. US Marines are gonna fuck Ram Ranch cowboy butts. Looking for Prince Harry, gonna fuck Prince Harry's butt. Yeah, wild, buff, cool US Marines, gonna fuck cowboy butts.
So I was running the results, and well, I was getting a lot of very angry Eminem lyrics and not very many saucy Ram Ranch cowboys sucking cowboy cock. So I let it run for a few more iterations, and it wasn't great. It reached 1.6k iterations, and it was still kind of coming out pretty stroked out, and I was like, oh shit, why is it coming out so stroked out? And I realized that if you just look at Eminem lyrics, they just kind of look stroked out. So I'm going to run it again with fewer Eminem lyrics and proportionally more Ram Ranch. I'll show you the highlights of the first run. While I'm doing that, we're going to be running it again better. It's the next day, and these results are popping. They're hella lit, bro. Oh, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So, for you guys, I think I'm going to finish this off by doing something really special for you. For what I was planning, I needed a beat. So I reached out to my friend Tom.
Hey Matt, I'd love to make a beat for your homosexual Eminem fan fiction, but I'm currently promoting my own project Sylvia Din at the moment, so...
If I wanted help, I had to turn to the fountain of all human knowledge, Fiverr.com. I went and I searched for rap, and all of the results looked really good, actually.
I heard you need a song, huh? Something cool, something catchy, all that. You need to put it on your YouTube page. Maybe the intro for your podcast. Well, I got it right here.
I found the perfect guy. Check this out.
Hello, I'm Brandon. I'm 19 years old. I have been creating music, lyrics, playing guitar and everything for around 4 years now. I have a few albums out. I have some in the gig you'll see. I put out...
I love the cuts. I love how he's cutting this, that he forgot the word gigs.
I have some in the gig you'll see. I put out some audio for you guys to look at. That's my type of style. You could talk to me, I'll do
The best
any
one's coming up. Wait for
genre,
this, wait for
rock,
this.
rap, blues,
He
soul,
forgot the genres and had to cut while he remembered what blues was.
hip hop or disco. You can collaborate.
I was looking at the packages, and the basic package gets us clean lyrics, professionally mixed. And I was a bit worried about clean lyrics only, but luckily, if we continue on, we can put cuss words in for just $5 more. But even better than that, we can include record video. Yes. Yes! Yes! I've assembled the auto-generated lyrics together to make a full song, and I've sent it off. But for context, it pulls quite heavily from one special episode of Ram Ranch. So I've asked my friend Phil to explain what happens in his favourite episode of Ram Ranch so that you have some context ready to enjoy the song when it comes out. Over to you, Phil.
Thanks, Matt. My favourite episode of Ram Ranch is definitely Ram Ranch 54, with acclaimed singer-songwriter and teen heartthrob Shawn Mendes. He's at Ram Ranch with his ass in the air getting fucked by Ram Ranch cowboys. I also like it because Shawn Mendes' hit song Stitches is a class jam.
Thanks, Phil. Now that the viewers at home know that Shawn Mendes appears on Ram Ranch from time to time, we're ready to take a look at the finished product. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, tough U.S. Marines known as the Black Ops Drill Gang. The Pentagon likes you, know you love it. Ram Ranch Roddy boys love you, you love it. Homemade rodeo riding cowboys. Huge hard cocks, hard as rocks, hard as rocks, hard as rocks, hard as rocks. Oh yeah, Shawn Mendes button the edge, just gonna walk up to your door, unzip your tux and just walk up and kiss your butt. I just a fucking fuck, just to be prepared. I get your drill bit and his chainsaw pulled up right in front of you, ready to be fucked. Wild buck, Pacific Ocean wild berserker, Sean's Joseph Taylor. Oh yeah, Sean, your last 4 albums they were really bad. If this one's no joke, it's Sean's last album. You better think again. Trailer Park Cowboys. Oh yeah, Sean, at your party over at your house, you feel some tea on the living room floor, and I've never been so mad at anyone. So where you at a minute ago? You said you were at the house. I think you were at the gas station. You try cocks fucking and fucking and fucking you, boy. Fucking and fucking and fucking you, little boy. My guy, yeah. Why Ram Ranch Cowboys reppin'? Somebody get monster or something. Then no crooked government or crooked police and bohos would do no harm looking. So we're breaking out of this jam. At the end of my rope, I'm wrapping up like a chair, and I'm pulling this cowboy out of his chair. Cause I'm a puppet master. Give me a breath, give me a hair, give me a cum, take a cum. So here I lick the balls off. You better you go put your hands up. You better check your beat. Cause if you yell at me, I'ma take your seat. Oh yeah, Sean, your last 4 albums, they're really bad. This one's no joke, it's Sean's last album. You better think again. Trailer Park Cowboys, this Trailer Park Cowboys are gonna love this autograph for issue 201. My last 4 albums, they were really bad. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Oh yeah, Sean, at your party over at your house, you spilled some tea on the living room floor, and I've never been so mad at anyone. So where you at a minute ago? You said you were at your house. I think you were at a gas station. You truck cocks fucking and fucking and fucking you, boy. Fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking you, little boy. Never leave us your dick. If we have your dick, we're gonna turn it on and make you lick your own ring. He'll scream and beat himself up. His teeth are cowboys long and powerful. You truck cocks, hard as rocks. Gonna fuck him even deeper than he ever fucked a rock before. Oh yeah, Sean, at your party over at your house, you spilled some tea on the living room floor, and I've never been so mad at anyone. So where you at a minute ago? You said you were at your house. I think you were at a gas station. You truck cocks fucking and fucking and fucking you, boy. Fucking and fucking and fucking you, little boy. So what's this shit, bud? You want me to fuck you, fuck, freak, fuck you, fuck you, boy, fuck you, fuck you, love me and fuck you, truck cocks fucking and fucking you, little boy. Fucking and fucking you, boy. Oh yeah, Sean, at your party over at your house, we spilled some tea on the living room floor, and I've never been so mad at anyone. So where you at a minute ago? You said you were at your house. I think you were at a gas station. You truck cocks fucking and fucking and fucking you, boy. Fucking and fucking and fucking you, little boy. Come begging for cum, begging for cum, begging for cum. You truck cocks fucking and fucking you, boy. Shit, I might just give you a blowjob.